Hey there, time travelers! Ever wonder what life was like when things were simpler, funnier, and just a little more honest? Today we're diving deep into the past, a time when life wasn't just lived, it was cherished. Remember when gym uniforms were as ugly as sin, and the coolest shoes were just tennis shoes, not $200 designer Nikes? And oh, the TV, it took 3 minutes to warm up. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know that those were the days. But how did we get here? And what has changed? Let's explore what was normal then versus what's normal now. Number 1. The things a quarter can buy. Back then, a quarter wasn't just pocket change. It was treasure. It was your allowance. Imagine that, a whole week's worth of chores for just 25 cents. But those 25 cents could get you a lot. A candy bar, a comic book, or even a ride on the carousel. Today, kids might laugh at the idea of a quarter being worth anything. Now it's all about digital currency, in-app purchases, and subscriptions. Back then, every cent counted. We didn't have digital wallets, just pockets full of pennies. Remember when you would go to the store and buy something for mom or dad, and they said, keep the change and buy yourself some candy? Back then, a candy was only a penny. Number 2. Free gifts in laundry soap. Remember when laundry detergent boxes came with hidden surprises inside? Free drinking glasses, dishes, or towels? Yes, towels. There were bath towels or face towels. They weren't always the best quality, but people loved them and used them. Who needed a toy store when you had the cleaning aisle? There were different brands like English Rose, Breeze, or Blue Cheer. Some laundry soap even gave you a free steak knife in the box. Imagine if we had that today. I'm sure mom and dad would keep that soap box away from little children. You remember those special laundry soaps? Number 3. Everyday magic at the gas stations. You got your windshield cleaned, oil checked, and gas pumped. All without asking and all for free. And yes, air for your tires was free too. Talk about service with a smile. And all free. Now some gas stations charge to pump your gas for you or clean your windshield. It's self-service everything. Gas, groceries, even checking out at the store. We're all about efficiency, but what about the personal touch? That feeling of being taken care of, even if it was just by the gas station attendant who knew your name. Number 4. Dining out was a big deal. Going out to dinner was a treat, not a routine. It was a real privilege to be taken out to a restaurant with your parents. Today, dining out is as common as ordering takeout. We've got delivery apps, fast food on every corner, and meals that arrive at our door in minutes. But back then, a meal out was an event. You dressed up, you waited for a table, and you savored every bite. It wasn't just about eating, it was about the fun experience. Number 5. The 57 Chevy and other dreams. Let's talk about cars for a second. The 57 Chevy, everybody's dream car. You'd cruise around, lay rubber, or maybe watch some submarine races. And the best part, no one ever asked where the car keys were because they were always in the ignition, and the doors never locked. Now we have keyless entry, GPS tracking, and cars that can park themselves. But where's the thrill of driving just for the sake of it? The freedom of the open road, with the wind in your hair and no destination in mind. Before we get to the next thing gone forever, be sure to smash that subscribe button and comment "I subbed" to be entered into our monthly shoutout draw. This week's shoutout giveaway goes to user TR1XM3MS3P. Sorry if I butchered your name. Thanks for being part of the family, and let's keep it going. Number 6. Simple pleasures and pure fun. Lying on your back in the grass with your friends, staring at the clouds and saying things like, "That cloud looks like a..." We didn't need video games, we had imaginations. Kids today have every form of entertainment at their fingertips. Literally, tablets, smartphones, consoles, you name it. But there's something to be said for the simple pleasure of just being outside, with nothing but your thoughts and the sky above you. Number 7. School days then and now. Let's talk about school for a moment. Back then, if you didn't pass, you were kept back a grade. No questions asked, that's just how it was. It was a straightforward system. No participation trophies, no everyone's a winner mentality. It was tough love, but hey, it taught us resilience. In today's standards, schools won't allow students to repeat a grade when they fail it. Has something been lost in the process? The simple accountability that came with knowing you had to earn your success, those students learned they had to work hard to graduate. Number 8. The shift from community to individualism. With all the progress that we've made, don't you sometimes wish that you could just, slip back in time? To a slower pace, to share those simple pleasures with today's kids? Remember when being sent to the principal's office was nothing compared to what awaited you at home? But was that abuse? Nah, it was love. Tough love, but still love nonetheless. Today, we live in a world where everything is about the individual. Your brand, your social media, your personal success. But back then, it was about community. Neighborhoods where everyone knew each other, where kids played together outside until the streetlights came on when it got dark out, and where you felt connected to something bigger than yourself. Number 9. The evolution of entertainment. Summers were absolutely magical. Bike rides, hula hoops, and swimming pools. And who could forget the ultimate treat? Sugared Kool-Aid powder. Today, summer might mean a vacation to a theme park, a binge-watch session on Netflix, or the latest video game release. But back then, fun was just what you made of it. No schedules, no plans, simply just the freedom to explore, create, and enjoy the moment. Number 10. Consumerism Then and Now. Remember when stores didn't have safety caps and hermetic seals because no one had yet tried to poison a perfect stranger? We trusted each other, and that trust extended to the products that we used every day. Now everything has to be regulated, inspected, and safety checked. It's for the best, of course, but it also reflects just how much our society has changed. We've become more cautious, more guarded, and in some ways, just more distant from each other. Today, social norms have evolved significantly. Back then, the idea of keeping up with the Joneses was more about who had the best mowed lawn or the shiniest car. Now, it's about who has the most followers, the latest gadgets, and the best vacation photos. Social media has transformed the way we connect, compare, and compete with one another. But has it made us happier? Or are we just more stressed out, trying to live up to an impossible standard? So here's a double dog dare for you. Share this video with someone who remembers Howdy Doody, the Lone Ranger, or even those candy cigarettes. Let's take a break from our grown-up lives and remember when decisions were made by eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And a bad day could be fixed with a do-over.